Have you ever wondered how water abacha is being made? Then you are in the right channel. Today's video I'm going to show you how to make this water abacha from scratch to the finished product. How you to get this soft, this beautiful abacha snack you're looking at here. If that is you, please sit back and let's dive right into this video. Okay? Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Confidence, and in today's video I'll be showing you how I make my favorite traditional snack. It's called water abacha. If you ever eaten this soft chewy cassava delights and wonder how it's made, I've got you covered. So today I will show you how I made it from scratch to the finished product. Okay, so I started by peeling my cassava. You see, I peel the cassava, peel it to make it, to take out the thicker layer of the skin, and that second layer is where we are working with. So the white parts, you see, after I peel every part, take out the brown part is gone, because we are going to need the smooth, clean look at the end. Look at how clean it is. So after I finish that, after peeling, I rinse the cassava thoroughly. Don't skip this part. You want all the dirt and leftover skin gone before cooking. I usually give it 2 or 3 good wash until the water is clean. From here, until the water is clean, to avoid sand, because at times when they bring it from the farm, there is mud, sand and the rest. So after cleaning, you can see how it's looking good. Everything is clean, no sand. Look at how clean the cassava is looking. That is how you want your cassava to look, like this. So after finishing like that, then we'll cook. We'll put it in the pot and boil. I am cooking it till it is not mushy, not too soft, just okay, so that you can cut it with your knife. You can see that I'm checking it here. It is not hard, but it is not too soft as well. So make sure you cook thoroughly where your knife can pass through it, but don't overcook it, so that it will not be too soggy when you soak it overnight to ferment. Okay, so make sure you check it and don't overcook. That's the essence of me saying all these things. Don't overcook, so that it will not be soggy after you finish. Just allow it to boil, still firm but not too soft. You are not cooking yam. Okay, so this is the cassava. This is the cassava we are going to be working with. You can see. So after finishing like that, we are going to start slicing it with our knife. So once it cools down a little, I start slicing. This is where many people switch to, if you want to make those, well, that other tiny one, you can do it without boiling. So we'll start doing, slicing it the old school way, like with your knife. Slice this tiny, everything thinly with your knife. You can go fast or slow. Just try to make your stripes thin so they're soft, not too big. I see many people selling abacha, this type of abacha. They will make it too big, like you will see this thing very, very big. Please take your time, be patient when you're doing it like this, because it definitely worth it. Don't make it too big. Just look at how I am slicing my own. You can see I'm not slicing it too big. Just slow. If you're starting, you can't go like as fast as I'm going like this. You just need to take your time, put your knife and just slice it thinly, like very thin. This is the beauty of this particular abacha. I don't need to be like big. So this is the final product. After we finish slicing, you see how abacha is looking. This is it. This is the fine. Look at how clean this abacha is looking. Very, very fine. Okay, this is what our abacha is like, because we slice it thinly. We did not slice it very big. Just look at what I'm showing you. So now we are going to transfer the sliced abacha into a bowl of clean water for it to ferment overnight, or for 8 to 10 hours. So you transfer it to soak it overnight. This is where the fermentation process begins, because I think this is a probiotic. If akamu can be probiotics, because this thing is going to ferment, it is definitely a probiotic. And I want you to give this recipe a try. So to give it that unique flavor and that sour taste that when you eat this water abacha, so like you, that tangy taste you used to hear or you used to taste when eating this water abacha, you need to soak it overnight or soak it for 8 to 10 hours. After pouring it like this, you put it. Then this is the following morning. The next morning, what we are going to do is that we are going to rinse it properly. That's water from the last night. It smells somehow, but you have to wash it. Change the water like I'm doing here. Make sure you are washing it, washing out the water. Squeeze out the whole water. You can wash it 2 to 3 times to reduce that smell, because you fermented this abacha overnight, to reduce that smell. So you need to wash it. You can see the water, how the water is looking. So you need to take out that water, wash it again, not once, not, you can wash it 1 or 2 times, or even 3 times. I prefer 3 times is better, so that your abacha will come out clean. That is how you do your abacha. You see this abacha, you can actually enjoy it with anything you want. And why I love this kind of abacha is that this kind of abacha, why I love it is this: you can eat it with coconut. You can still make it like normal abacha, the way you do your normal abacha. I just love. And if you eat it when there is sun, oh my god, then back in the village when we are going to farm, definitely we will go with our abacha. So you see, this is the final look of my abacha. The result is clean, soft, white slice of abacha, very fine. You can enjoy it plain like this, or you dress it with your uba, crayfish, onion, garden egg, however you want to serve it. You see this abacha, it hits differently. Try it out, try out this recipe and thank me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Help me, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share my videos to your friends and family. Turn on your post notification bell as well. Subscribe and like my video whenever you come across them. I really appreciate many people that have watched my last video. God bless you.